Welcome everyone to Van Isle Beauty Co., home of InLei Canada. Today we're going to discuss filler 3, this little guy here, the importance of it, what it does, how to use it, and why it is the most crucial step in the lash filler treatment. So follow along. So what is filler 3? Filler 3 is the very last step in the lash filler treatment. And you know, we call it the lash filler treatment and not the lash lift and tint because this is the filler. It thickens the lash. This is what sets us apart from so many other lash lift companies out there. This is why we're number one. All to do with this little guy. So it's a revolutionary product that's been entirely structured, tested, produced in Italy with the best chemists in the Institute of Milan. We're the first product in the world to have scientifically confirmed the thickening of the eyelashes. So a lot of growth serums will strengthen the lashes, but we're left them hollow inside, so they will get longer, but they weren't full inside. They were quite hollow. So with filler 3, we're building up the building blocks inside of those lashes to create a thicker lash as well as with the length. So this was the first product in the world to actually do the thickening. So this is all down to the 3 regeneration complex. Which we'll go over, and the proper preparation for the treatment along with the Form 1 and Fix 2. So it all works in synergy with each other and it guarantees a stable result, adding great nutrition and the thickening effect. It can restructure even the thinnest, most fragile and brittle lash. It's a wonderful treatment to suggest to other like people that wore lash extensions for long periods of time. Maybe they've had some breakage due to them being overweight, the extensions on their lashes, or if they become allergic to it, it'll help rebuild those lashes to make them really strong again and become even better. A lot of people are switching to lash lifts and tints or lash filler because they don't want the hassle of always going back every 2 or 3 weeks to do the extensions, and they can grow their lashes like thick and strong. It's pretty amazing. So let's get into the science behind the importance of the filler 3 and what it does. So we know that it can guarantee to thicken the natural hair up to 24% in only 3 treatments, which is super amazing. It is nourishment that goes right into the bulb of the hair, and that's where it's going to build up its building blocks inside of that lash to create the length and the thickness. And it is only made with 100% highest grade ingredients of raw materials, and everything is put into this all from Italy itself. So the main 3 key ingredients are the panthenol provitamin B. This is where you get the strength from the hair of the root, and it acts as a smoother and an emolment. Then there's the biotinol tripeptide, which is the thickening and lengthening of the lash. It's all with its 3 amino acids that improve the production of the hair protein itself. And then there's the hydrolyzed keratin, which is the strength. So it comes with the strength of the hair, and that's what makes it the strong, silky, shiny, and smooth. With all their testing, it has proven it's not theory and it is science. So now we're going to get into how to prep for this whole service. It all starts with the mousse cleanser. We do have it in 3 different kinds, and we want to clean the whole eye area with this, which is the lid above where we're going to put the shield, the lashes themselves, and then below where we're going to be placing the iPad or the silicone reusable iPads. So we need our lashes to be squeaky clean as we can make them. So we want to remove any makeup, any oils or dust from dirt all around the hair and the skin. And this is what will start to pH the lashes perfectly for the treatment. And once you're finished, you can just rinse off with some distilled water to make sure you get all of the extra foam off. The next step you want to do is you want to use the saline pre-treatment. So this pre-treatment will help degrease the lashes and help prep the lashes by slightly opening up the cuticle while staying consistent with a neutral pH. To do this, you would take 2 teddies or 2 softies, whichever you prefer, and you would dip it into the little solo dish you had dropped your solution into, and just give them a really good clean, all the way from the root to the tip. You want to make sure up and below and around each side is perfectly cleaned and pH properly. So you'll never want to use a primer like you would for eyelash extensions. For these are 2 alcohol based, which the alcohol is an acid, and that would dry out the lashes too much and alter the pH, and it'd be too drying to then put on the form 1, which is also an acidic as well. So you want to have a very neutral base with these. So make sure you do both sides and really extremely well. Then we're going to add form 1, which opens up the hair cuticle to allow the solution to get in and break down the disulfide bonds inside the hair that keeps the hair structure and curvature in shape. Then we want to apply step 2, and it's just applied the same way as step 1 in a nice linear line. So this will seal back together disulfide bonds to hold this curvature you've just created. So the formula works safely and quickly, closing up the follicle, slightly preparing the lashes for the next step, thanks to its perfectly balanced formula. Then I thought I'd add this shot because it's kind of creepy. And then on to tint. So we want to add our tint to the lashes, and our tint and developer were created with the health of the hair in mind. They are made with argan oil, which you know is very beneficial to our hair. It moisturizes, soothes, and repairs. Why would you want to put any dehydrating formulas on your lashes or brows after a treatment? You do want to keep them nice and hydrated and healthy. So you want to get as much tint off as you most possibly can before we go on to the next step. So I'd like to just keep going over them, brushing off as much as you can, getting as much tint off as you can on both sides. You want to almost have it so that Q-tip is almost completely free of any tint coming off. Now this is where the magic happens. So we are using the Picasso brush because of its flat shape at the end. It allows these bristles to push the filler 3 into the entire lash. So you'll want to apply it right from the root and all the way up to the tip. You need to use quick pushing movements. We also want that product to remain in that bulb because it's scientifically proven that it can penetrate the remaining of the hair for months. So it goes right into the bulb. It nourishes the bulb, and that's where the influence of the growth comes from. So it does this by improving the structure of the matrix. So you want to keep pushing it in all along, making sure that it's really getting soaked right in there. And you want to do this along both sides, in the little root there as well. This will actually also help get rid of any tiny little bits of tint left over along that lash line as well, if you do that. And then this will allow it to seep down into that bulb where we want it to sit and remain and do its magic. So keep doing that along both sides. That's how you apply the filler 3. So this process does take quite a while to do. It's not a quick treatment. It's not a quick get all the lashes off of the shield. It does help release the lashes, but that's not its main purpose. Its main purpose is to penetrate filler 3 into the lashes. So take your time. Make sure you remove every single ounce of the tint on the lashes, and that every lash is getting coated around the entire lash with the filler 3 magic potion. Next, you want to brush out with the F brushes to separate the lashes nicely. So you can see this whole treatment's not possible without the help of each particular step. The formulas of the substances are designed to work in conjunction with one another. So this ensures the delicate and stable thickening of the curling of the hair. So this is why it's called lash filler and what sets us apart.